In this video on Evony the King's Return, we're looking at reports, both PvP and PvE. We're first going to start with PvP. In the watchtower building here, on the left, you have many levels, and to accompany that, many benefits. As you can see the resources when scouting another player. When someone's attacking you, you can see the number of incoming troops at level 8, the amount of subordinate cities that someone owns by scouting them at level 11, number of troops that are defending, so you will not see tiers yet, amount of reinforcements, archer tower level, and so on. Ability to use a truce agreement informant, so you can see how much of a truce agreement someone has left. The information on the type of incoming troops, so you can see tiers that are attacking you, and the information on type of target defending troops here, which I currently have unlocked, so you can see each tier that someone has while defending. At 27 and 30, you're going to be able to see the type of reinforcements that someone has in their city by scouting them, and also their troop buff at level 30. With that, we're going to take a look at the reports now, starting with the scout one. I have a more recent one here from Throne War. As you see here at the top, you see the person's name and their coordinates at the time of the scout being conducted, the resources they had. The unclaimed amount is just going to be what is sitting in their warehouse from producing, but don't really worry about that number too much, just look at the in-store really. You can see the total troop amount and each individual type. Again, you're going to have to go through and level up your watchtower to be able to see this potentially if you don't have this unlocked. Feel free to go into your own watchtower and check that out if you're not sure. And you'll see the total trap amount and which ones they have. So traps are going to be killing your ground, rocks are going to be killing your ranged, these ones are going to be killing your cavalry, and the fire arrow are going to be killing your siege. So keep that in mind when scouting someone and deciding what to attack them with. You also see the wolves' HP and the amount that's left on their HP. As you see, he's full HP at the moment. Subordinate cities that he owns, and the archer tower level. Now we'll get into some other reports for actual attacking and one for defending. We'll start with the defense one from a while ago. As you see, I was much lower power. He took some resources from me. You see both of our total powers, how much we lost in battle, total troop amount, how many survived the battle, the wounded amount that is sent to the hospital, the desert amount that is sent to the Holy Palace, how many were permanently killed, how many were captured, and the Holy Palace troop soul, which is also in the Holy Palace. You also see reinforcement amount, or how many for him, seeing as he attacked me, how many are in his rally, but he did not rally me, so there are 0. And also you can see down here, turned death to wounded. These are going to be when someone has a research or talent that's going to help them turn permanently dead into wounded so they can heal them in their hospital. And also over here you see the total trap amount that I have in my city at the time. As you see here, I had no general assigned to my walls, and so it has no general here. When he attacked me, he used his elected general. Its power, if it survived, was captured or killed. As you see, it survived. Subordinate cities that helped in the battle, I used none at the time, and he used his, how many troops they had, the power, how many survived, how many were killed, and how many of my troops did they kill is listed here. You can see all the stats here for ground, ranged, mounted, and siege. Underneath this, as you see, these are pluses, but underneath this are minuses. So anything on your side of the report is what you want to be as high as possible, because these are going to be debuffs. So these minuses are going to take away from this guy's main stats over here, and his will minus mine if he had them, but neither of us had them at the time. Also, you see traps here with the damage percentage that they have, and at the bottom you can go into detail to see how many of the ground troops of tier 10 killed mine, so that's going to be the kill amount. As you see, 10 of them were wounded, 0 of them died, 0 of them were turned into souls, and 0 of them were deserters. Over here, their ranged killed nothing, 6 of them were wounded, 32 dead, and again 0, 0. Again, these killed, about 3,500, 0 wounded, 0 souls, 0 deserters, and 41 dead. And you can also see the same, as well as the leading general for all of his subordinate cities, as long as he sent them. And you see them all listed here. And you see my archer tower level, how many I killed, how many traps I had. 7 traps were destroyed here, and so on. And then also you see the reinforcement that I had from someone trying to join a boss rally I was hiding my troops in, which was unfortunate for him. All of his wounded, how many he killed, and so on. So we're going to now get into a more recent attack report that I have. As you see here, I lost about 400,000 power, killed 4 million power, his killed and deserters and wounded and so on. How many traps he had. Something that's new down here, turned death to survival 300, turned death to wounded about 4,500. Again, we're seeing our generals, the cities, how many were killed, how many of my troops killed theirs. And as you see, they're mirrored really here, because my troops in the subordinate cities did more work. You see my stats are much better here. And I have also some minuses at the moment. His trap stats, as you see here, these got plenty of kills. My mounted got the most kills, but I sent the most of them, which is in part due to ranged being a little bit slower, ground getting to the battle and killing 66,000, and these ones getting to the battle quite quickly and killing 214,000. The range were a little bit too slow to be able to get those kills early on, but they were wounded, unfortunately. And you see all my sub-cities here, and we'll scroll down to his defenses. My minus stats here came from Andrew Jackson, which is a good general to use. His archer tower again, all of his troops, traps, subordinate cities. If he had reinforcements, just like this subordinate city where it says the name of it and the general, you'll have a similar tab tacked onto the bottom saying who was reinforcing him. This also is the case for friendly battle reports against undead. It's going to be an easy way to find out if someone's reinforced or not. Reinforce their city, get attacked by undead, check the report, scroll down to the bottom by clicking battle detail and scrolling down, and you'll be able to see if anyone's currently reinforcing that player, which is going to be where it's most useful. Again, another scout with resources, trap amount, wall HP, spawn the city, after tower. And now, just lastly, the undead. Just to really quickly recap from my other video as well, I have undead general level 27. My final march of March 20. How many I killed, total troops and killed, which is obviously going to be 100%. How many of mine were wounded, how many of mine died, lost power, how many of my traps were destroyed, and the scores I got. Again, going through these, I killed all these ground. And obviously ground are going to be weak to mounted, and that's why mounted killed 2.2 million or 2.3 million, and that's something to keep out an eye for, depending on your traps. I'm not sure if I already went through this in this video, but I'll just quickly scroll down and show my traps. These are going to kill cavalry, these are going to kill ranged, and these are going to kill ground. These are going to kill siege, and that's why these are like 15,000 and a few thousand, and the traps are killing 14,000 because they're more effective against the ground troops that the undead sent against me. That's all for PvP ones. If you wanted to stick around for the PvE ones, this is going to be real quick. So we'll start with the gems mine. As you see, you got gems and a bunch of other resources, what level it was, the coordinates where it was. Quarry, again, same thing. If you have a general where you're going to get additional resources once they return to your city, like a Queen Jindiok, I'm not sure if that's how you say it, you'll get an additional tab down here showing how much bonus resources you got from gathering with those generals. So do keep an eye out for those in your tavern and be sure to get those. When attacking monsters, you're going to get Monarch XP for your Monarch, the character in the top left. General XP, so the general that you sent on the attack is going to get some XP. Prestige for your ranking in leaderboards, or by offering in shrine or doing boss monsters, you can also get prestige, which is how you're going to get additional subordinate cities. Alliance points and honor, which is going to help you for the alliance store, buying things there, and also under that you're going to get all of the things you obtained from hitting the boss or monster or whatever. Lost power, wounded, and so on. Only going to really see any wounded here. Do keep in mind you want to keep that to 0 as much as possible. There's nothing else you can see on these, unfortunately. We'll take you to a boss one here. You see much more rewards and XP. As you see here, I only have one troop that I sent to this battle, but it was an alliance rally against a level 8 boss, which requires obviously more than one troop. Unfortunately, you can only see how many troops you sent, and how much power you lost, and how many you had wounded. The person that actually killed the boss probably sent 100 or 200,000 mounted troops. So if you're ever confused by that, that's why. You can only see how many troops you sent. Keeping in mind, if you didn't already know, only really send one mounted to those rallies and let someone else kill them, unless you can kill them yourself. Resources support. This one, as you see, 800,000 stone was sent to me. Do bear in mind with these that whoever's done this for you has probably ended up sending more than 800k because of the tax. I think that is all I have. Let me just check. Yes, I think that's all I have. So just to recap, got all of these, got these killed and deserters and wounded, generals, subordinate cities, your stats, their stats, how much debuff they have against you, your debuff against them, trap stats, and just for these icons again, this means how many you've killed, how much of this icon killed their troops, how many of these troops were deserters, troop souls died or wounded, and that will apply to all troops that are seen in here. If there's any questions I haven't answered throughout this video, leave them down below and I'll answer when I can. With that, I think I'll end this video. Thank you for watching.